Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the European Amateur League Season 2. It is the first semi-final here, GGuys versus TC eSports. I will be your caster today, Pro Talis. Well, we're seeing Inferno, and we haven't seen Inferno very much so far yet in this tournament. I believe it's TC's pick, as GGuys have started on the CT side, and some early aggression from TC is going to see them get a Glock headshot on Oscu, not enough to kill him from the range that it was taken, however, and those two HE grenades are definitely searching for something towards the B-bomb site, as TC now look to take the bomb in that direction. Billy going to be the first one into the site. He's looking for some aggression, but Dej is going to be the one to find it. Eliminates Emils, and Vladimir's here. He's just sat in the smoke. He's playing this so stealthily. He's looking for the bomb planet. He's going to get two through the smoke. ZY, though, trays him out from behind. Billy gets Janswa, and it's an absolute mess on this site, but somehow TC have come out of it with one man left alive, and Oscu, the man with the kit, has only got 20 HP, so his hopes of ninja defusing have drastic gone down in this one. Well, they get down even further when you get eliminated by Billy there, and Caparas, despite his trade out, ultimately gets taken out by Sony. And that would be the round for TC. Well, the T pistol going their way was certainly a surprise. I think it came down to the gamble stack from GGuys having 3 men on A there. Fortunately, just the gamble didn't work out perfectly for them, and the timeout looks to be called already. Now, TC haven't bought Mac 10s. They've gone with MP7s. MP7 is cheaper now, and it had some of the... It has more armor penetration than the Mac 10 does, so I think they're expecting the force bite in this round a little bit here, as that's what's happened on the side of GGuys. They've gone nearly full CZs and armor. It's only Caparas on the 5-7. There's 5 of them rushing the connector area. This could be potentially dangerous for Endline. He does go back up the ladder after seeing those grenades turn up, though. Just look at the positioning here from GGuys. They're really trying to shut down this B short connector area. They really don't want to let anybody access this part of the map. Well, the Molotov's coming through now from TC. And one of them missed there, bounced off the wall, so it's going to delay their push a little bit. Not exactly what they were hoping for, I don't think, with that throw. As the bomb is going to begin to make its way up B short. In the hands of Sony now. Well, Caparas is looking for something. Shots are being fired, but no damage is traded as of yet. TC just trying to feel out this site. Looking for any CT aggression. They know they're not going to have full rifles, so... A nice flash there from Caparas, but it gives his position away. And Emils tries to push at the same time to coordinate, but gets taken out by Sony. Now, Janswa does take out ZY, but Oscu here, he's in such a dangerous position. He's good for 1, and he gets Sony down to 13 as well. And Dejfa has been dinked also. And this round has become winnable for GGuys now. 2 of the T players on low HP. Jans was the only man left on B. Vladimir is in the heaven position. Well, we said he was the only one left. He's dead now, and Enline's the man to peek the heaven area as he has the AK, but Vladimir has no chance against him as his head gets swiftly taken off there. Well, all of a sudden things aren't looking so good for Oscu. He's just given his position away now as well, so don't think he's going to find much. He's going to get Dejfa. So he looks for the UMP as well. Well, he was going in for it. Only one of the players was low, unfortunately, and Sony takes him out with the AK on 13 HP to give TC their second round on the T side of Inferno here. And yeah, just it looked a little bit hairy for them at the start. TC did well eliminating that first initial push by the CTs after those flashes and smokes were used towards a short area. But after that, they just cleaned up the round perfectly, really. Outside of losing the 2 players after they regained the map control, they just played well. And here we go now. Emils, he knows there's a man here. The Molotov, he's going to rush straight through it. He's going to have himself an MP7 as a result of that. But unfortunately, having all those men in the aggressive CT position has given TC the B bomb site. Now, Vladimir does get N-line, having played a super passive position in the barrels area. And well, all 3 men here are in the same place, and This Glock is doing absolute work on those unarmored heads right now. The MP7, though, he doesn't quite expect it, and Emils gets another one. This round may not go the way of GGuys, but they've certainly damaged the economy of TC quite significantly. I think Emils here now is kind of just hunting for an AK, right? He's looking for exits towards this monster area, but he's not going to find any as the remaining players from TC make their way towards A to escape. So 3 rounds in a row there from TC, and MP7 saved into this round. I think Emils is probably going to use it to try and save the economy of GGuys a little bit there. Now, we have seen him look incredible on the AWP for them on Inferno before now. Now, Inferno is the 3rd map of this series, which we will only arrive at if Mirage Map 2 is taken by whoever doesn't win this game to bring us a draw. Well, Emils is getting very aggressive here, but Kaparis takes out Jedge. And if he can obtain that AWP there, that could be huge. He doesn't want to drop his MP7 just yet. He knows there's probably more players around, but he has bomb control. He's come out the back, and they're not looking the right way. Luckily, Billy turns around and eliminates him. Bringing it back into a 4v4 now, and TC remain in control of their bomb. These angles, they're so aggressive. The peak here from Kaparis is smoked off, so the bomb is going to be able to be taken back slightly. Well, Kaparis is caught him with the Molotov out. Doesn't eliminate him, though. Tags him down low, and I think he's aware that there's another player there, but so smart to re-peek there. As N-Line retreats into the playground, he gets taken out in the shoulder. As the rest of TC now appear to be angling towards the A-bomb site. The advanced positions have been retreated from. We have Kaparis and Osku, the players defending the A-bomb site. They're charged with halting this attack. Going to put a smoke out into bathrooms to prevent any shenanigans peeking there. Now, their AWP has been eliminated for TC, so gaining access into this bomb site could be potentially difficult for them. Oh, Kaparis, he's getting aggressive again. Spots one out. That should be the information. Enough for the rotate now. He's holding. They're both full blind. They're spraying through, looking for something. Kaparis retreats into the smoke. His teammate Osku has been eliminated. He only manages to find one, though, but it's the bomb down. Only 12 seconds to go there, and Janswa gets ZY in the back there as Vladimus eliminates Sony. He wouldn't have been able to do much there. He couldn't plant, being absolutely surrounded by the remaining players from GGuys there, and a superb round for them. It's come down to the aggressive play inevitably there. Kaparis getting those 2 initial kills and securing his 3rd one as he defended that A-bomb site. Really allowed GGuys to take that round in good fashion. We see no AWPs come out here. It's a force buy from TC. 2 of their players are on pistols, and they've all gone into the party area. Well, the playground area, rather. And they look to be sending 5 men down A long, which is seemingly the perfect tactical call. There's nobody there from GGuys defending. The closest man there is Oscar. He might be able to hear people running just about. And I think they're realising that they might have been got right now. Janswa's going to be the first man on site to defend by the looks of things. His smoke goes out. Osku gets eliminated. Janswa finds one in the back. Kaparis gets another from the short position. Kaparis is good for 2. And Janswa eliminates the 4th attacking player from TC now. And it's all on N-Line with a CZ to try and do what he can left in this round. Well, he's going to get faced here almost immediately. Doesn't get taken out just yet, but they are aware of his position now as Emils looks to be the flanking player to try and ensure that he doesn't escape. And, well, N-Line, he's looking back in. He's got 40 seconds. He's flirting with the time a little bit there. That jump peak, well, that shot's definitely going to give him away now. He's looking for Vladimus, but not going to be able to find him. Kaparis, rather, down to 8 HP. And a good round there from GGuys. Excellent A site defense, considering that they were holding it from relative off angles, and allowed GGuys to clinch that round and prevent the A long push. I think that round is a perfect example of how dangerous putting all your eggs in one basket can be when you put all your players down one angle, especially when you have 3 AKs available. At least do some kind of A split. Because if they'd have done an A split there, then the Kaparis would have been caught off fighting the players on short, and they would have only had Janswa to deal with on the A site, but that was not the case. They instead, 4 of them get eliminated, pushing the A long position, and we've had a disconnect on the side of GGuys. So a technical timeout being called from them here. As we look at the stats quickly. Sony on 7 and Kapari's on 6. So 2 relative hard hitters from their side of the map. It is Vladimus that is disconnected for GGuys. So they're going to be using this technical timeout, no doubt, for some element of tactical discussion. As you can see here, TC, they're not investing too heavily into this round end line with a CZ, ZY and Sony going for flashes, and only ZY with the upgraded pistol. And GGuys, I think they want to start thinking about picking up an AWP at some point on this CT side. AWPing on overpass can be so pivotal and really vital to securing rounds for the CT side especially, because if you can play it aggressive towards bathrooms or up long, it can really prevent certain pushes. It's just so versatile on this map, and I think maybe an AWP in the hands of Emils or Osku, rather. Osku was the primary AWPer on Mirage, so maybe in his hands we could see some serious damage done to TC and their attacks prevented. You see AWP play all the time. At this level of Counter-Strike especially, it's so important to shut down those advancing angles, especially on overpass, because you just have essentially your A short and your A long position. Now your A long is like your ultimate shooting gallery for an AWP, right? It's such a long angle. It just has such a distinct advantage in those positions. And A short, it has the more specific advantage if you can get up really aggressive with it, up in bathrooms, start combat AWPing with it, preventing those early players from crossing into the playground. And that's really where you're going to be shutting down TC's attacks, or their hopes of going towards the A bomb site at least. TC have favoured that site in most of the rounds that they've lost so far, actually. The rounds that they've won initially, the first 3, I believe, were all angled towards the B bomb site. That's where the bomb was planted. So maybe they'll just get a tactical read on this and decide to start targeting B more often in the latter stages of this half. We'll have to see. Well, as we've said before, the next match is Mirage, and you have to say that GGuys looked much stronger on it yesterday than they did on Inferno. They clinched a 16, I think it was a 16-12 victory on Inferno against Versus You, and it was 16-6 in favour of them on Mirage. So you're definitely hoping, if you're TC and you lose this one, you're going to want to take it to Inferno, as that definitely looked like the weaker one for GGuys yesterday. But again, another factor to think about on that map is Emils, his combat AWPing on the banana area specifically. CT side banana AWPing, Emils just looked incredible. He was getting those picks all day, every day. Osku was looking much stronger on Mirage. He was a more stalwart defender of the middle area, playing from window and connector. Preferably in window he was. And again, Versus You didn't really get much of a look in those angles. There were even certain rounds where he went super aggressive with it and kind of anticipated the Versus You passive hold, but just didn't respect it and was absolutely blowing their heads off. So I'd definitely like to see an AWP in his hands at some point in this series. As we look towards TC, they've also looked strong on Inferno. I believe I've casted one of their games. They were definitely the strongest side. I'm pretty sure they came out victorious against their opponents. As this technical timeout resumes now, still waiting for Vladimus to get a grip of his internet, presumably. Perhaps he's just having some issues directly connecting to the server. Well, guys, what are our predictions going into this game? I think I'd certainly have to say, from the games that I've seen, GGuys just look so strong. Even when they've gone down and been at a disadvantage initially, but they just look so strong getting back into the games and fighting for those wins towards the end. Well, Vladimus has returned, and the unpause is coming in now as the game resumes. 3-2 in favour of TC, but they're on a full eco here. So GGuys really looking to push for the draw here. Every round you can get on the CT side of this map is so useful. Well, The early rush comes in towards short here, and Endline's the first man out. He goes towards the water area. He's looking for players, and he is going to find one in heaven, but Emils is still on site. He's still alive, but not for long. ZY takes him out alongside Vladimus with the P250, and this round has fallen apart for GGuys right now. Well, that Molotov goes down. Is he going to be able to stop the plant? I think so. Well, the HE definitely does in the end, and GGuys, with some superb utility usage, seem to have reclaimed control in this round. It looked very hairy from them there. It didn't look like they had much control of that B bomb site against the pistol rush, but now things seem to have calmed down. 2v1 in favour of them. Billy's got an AK, but he hasn't got any armour, as both players from GGuys are in the same angle, and I certainly don't think Billy's going to anticipate this. He's sniffing around. He knows he has to pick up the bomb, and how many players does he think he's going to be walking into is the question. I don't think he quite saw his elbow out there. Well, he's going to use that flash to try and blind them, but Oscu going to eliminate him with a swift headshot with the UMP. Absolutely wrecks those unarmoured heads, and they all tie it up 3-3. And here is what we've said before. Now, is Emils going to be on the AWP? I said I really wanted GGuys to come out with one, and Emils is the man to take it. It does take 6 damage there. Perhaps he got accidentally left-clicked by one of his teammates or something, as he's looking to combat up towards party. He could be a little late to the party, but that Molotov delays the push of TC, allowing him to get in position. Well, it's Kapara's now looking for these aggressive rifle plays once again, and he's found one pick. Oscu gets eliminated towards long, though, as they must know the player's pushing party now. They don't get caught out with the molly just yet. Janswell manages to get his rifle out just in time, and GGuys take the advantage initially once again. Now, the bomb is still safe for TC, and I think they are looking to bring it towards A once again. Well, Dedshver getting absolutely wiped out in that connector zone. And all of a sudden, you know, ZY, he's only on 7 HP. And they only have 2 smokes and a Molotov to work with to try and make a site execute here. But look at this play from Vladimus. He's holding so aggressively. Now they've both got rifles out. They must keep this. Surely he finds one. He looks for the spray down. ZY was only on 7, but the transfer just doesn't connect, unfortunately. And it's him now all alone to stop GGuys from taking the lead in overpass. Well, again, we see a little bit more aggression coming out here. It is going to be Janswer. Anticipates his position, but ZY takes his head off there. Superb play from him. As his position is revealed, is he going to expect this connector player? That is the question. He's not holding too aggressively, but that jump may just have been heard by Emils there. That could be just the information that Kaparis needs to take him out, and it is. He anticipates the position. Now, ZY does a good job there of making that costly. Being the only man alive does eliminate 2 rifle players, keeping the economy of GGuys on the ropes, not letting them run away with it too far. And we see the AWP in the hands of Oscu this time. Perhaps he can have a little bit more luck with it than Emils did. No, Emils didn't have any opportunities to shoot people in that round, but Oscu's going to take it nevertheless. He's going to take it towards that A-long position. He's not going to find any terrorist players to counter it down. I think that's another missed Molotov from TC. That's the second time they've been unable to push an angle because they've Molotoved themselves off. And Vladimus, he's loving these eco frags. 3 sprays from him that result in headshots. Now, Dedshver's coming in behind, and he does manage to find 2 for himself. So once again, they're not letting them have these free anti-eco rounds, TC. They're still making it expensive, taking at least 2 bodies, just making sure that the CTs have to be continually reinvesting. This could be all important. It stops you guys from really running away with the money game. Paris, though, has money for days. He's going to be able to drop one of his teammates. Maybe even drop a second one, but I think Emils has a gun at his feet. He buys full utility. Yes, he does. So a full buyout from them, and it's 5 AKs on the side of TC. We haven't seen any AWPs used on their half anymore either. As once again, they look to angle towards the B site. Well, Emils could be in the spot of bother here. He does smoke off that Molotov to give himself vision advantage, but his teammate and the only other defender of the B site does get eliminated. He does trade him out eventually, though. But he is still the only man on B here, and we have 2 players up A long, so if they're putting out any advanced feelers... Well, that jump does get spotted, and they go for the spam there because they anticipate another player to be boosting there. Well, the defender in the form of Kaparis has made his way over to B now. As TC are just kind of holding down the fort a little bit. They're going for some more spam damage. They're going to get Emils for 14 HP, but not much more than that. That Molotov is going to delay the push of Endline. He's looking for the frags through here. He's going to get down to 72 as a direct result of that HE, but Sony comes out of that monster area, finds one. Emil trades him out, though, and the rotation calls have come in. Emils with a second kill. He crouches down, but the spam through the barricade does find him eventually now, and Emil's got to find something to absorb here, and he does do so. Gets Endline through the wall, and all it's Billy Z on his own. And the flank from Jans was coming in here. Billy Z's in a position where he's sort of safe for it. He knows that Osku is somewhere in this position, just doesn't know whether he's at heaven or whether he's in the doorway or not. Well, Osku's heard him run now. He knows he's facing, and Billy Z's going to get him, but is he going to expect the flanking player? No, he's looking towards heaven. A slightly messy spray there from Janswer, but he does clean it up eventually as he goes hunting for that AWP of his teammate. Not going to be able to find it. So once again, the economy for GGuys, even though TC are losing these rounds in a row, they are not letting GGuys ever have more than 3 players alive, and that's very important when you're playing on a T side, is to make sure that if you let a counter-terrorist economy run away, especially against a side as good as GGuys, you're not going to be very able to come back into this game. And somehow there, Osku gets a frag without being eliminated by 4 HE grenades. Now, ultimately, he does get eliminated by Jedge, he's only left on 2 HP. And they're going to be hunting for that AWP. And this aggressive play comes through. Endline reads it like a book, though. Kapara's eliminated now. And Jansva is the only person left on the A-bomb site. TC not getting aggressive, though. They're retaining these weapons. Now, they have full armor, which means any weapons they can achieve and scavenge give TC a large advantage here, as Kaparis gives his position away. There's an AWP looking at the smoke, but I don't think he knows it. TC, they are going to take the bomb this way, and I'm pretty sure that sound does get heard by Dejford. They're going to know somebody's in that position close right there. Well, Janswer, he's flashed through. He's going for a kill. Doesn't turn around quick enough, though. Emils in the bank, the ultimate bait. Everybody turns around to look for it because of that flash, and Emils can just come in the back and clean them up. Vladimus gets the last remaining kill then. Superb bait play from Emils there, just flashing his teammate in, turns around, stays alive for as long as he can, draws the fire, and is absolutely cleared for Emils to come around with the flank and eliminate the rest of TC. And TC are looking in a lot of trouble on this T half. You guys are starting to run away with things now that they've got the economy advantage. Well, gone for an aggressive play towards A this time again, but Osku so high up finds the double spray down, and that's on 2 full armored AK players. Sony gets one, but Kaparis gets Dejford. And all of a sudden, once again, there's only 30 seconds really on from the clock, and TC have only got 2 players left alive. Well, TC looking to take the bomb back to A now. They're going to be hunting it down, surely. They're just playing super passively towards this A long position right now. And I don't think there's much hope for them in this round. Caparos will know if they're going towards B, so that early information isn't going to be of any avail to them. But nobody is exactly watching the long position. It's Vladimus that's holding it tight, but Osku could get it caught out on a jump peek here if both ZY and Sony come up from that angle. Well, the Molotovs pushed him out of position. He's going to throw a counter molly of his own. He knows they're out of time, but the smoke puts it out. Vladimus finding one. He's looking for the other one, and he's going to get it. Good mechanical aim from him there. Just calm, collected, eliminates both of those players. And GGuys are 8 rounds up, so they've already got the advantage going into the next half in terms of rounds. TC, really, they're going to need something special here if they want to be able to deal with this tactical play from GGuys. Well, they're going towards B this time as well. They've got money for a full AK and armor buy. Little utility, though. That Molotov's going to delay them, and there's an aggressive push coming out here. It's from Emils, but he gets flashed off. Are they going to expect the second player? I don't think so. Janswer gets one. Gapara's flanks N-line round in the rear. He's spraying through smoke now. They're looking for more. The re-smoke does come in. Jansworth doesn't want the AK. Doesn't expect ZY to come through the smoke aggressively like that. And they know Caparez's position here. They're going to be well aware of it. And they're going to be aiming for it. Well, the blind spray down. That flash is perfect. And Billy does manage to get Caparez eventually. But not after he eliminates his two teammates. And he is on his own now. Billy Z. No bomb. No friends. One flash. Oh, he's gone for the spray down here and he's found it somehow. Billy Z. Is he going to expect Vladimus to be there as well? No, he is not. Vladimus just peeks out and his little body now just bobbing through the water as it floats limp after another lost round for TC. GGuys have taken 9 rounds in a row. Superb tactical play coming out from them here. There's another force buy coming out here from TC. They've gone for a pistol AK buy. Now, those pistols have been able to run over the B-bomb site in the past. Are they going to be able to do it now, though? That is the question. Well, those early Molotovs are certainly going to make sure that they're not coming anytime soon. And Caparez getting a little bit aggressive there. Vladimir spots out 2. He's gone for the 3rd. The spray transfer does connect. He's down to only a pistol now. Is he going to find any? No. He's going to get run over by N-Line. But Dej has somehow managed to take 2 players out and connector. And this looks very dangerous now. Well, it did. But N-Line eliminated. And now all of a sudden, all that remains for TC is Dej. He's on his own with 32 health. No grenades to his name. And he doesn't have the bomb once again. I think he's heard one player reload on this position. And this is perfectly doable for him. I don't know if he's going to expect the other one in that angle, though. I definitely don't think he's going to expect him to be on the right-hand side. Well, he does! And somehow, Dej with the 1 versus... Well, no, it's the 1 versus 2 in the end. But he does get 2 of his own initially. 4k for him to claw TC back into this round. And look at the economy for GGuys. They won 9 rounds in a row. But because, like I said, that TC were keeping their economy damage, getting 3 or more players dead every single round. And now, 1 loss, and GGuys can't afford to buy. Well, they're just going through some initial spam, looking for some short aggression. He isn't going to be able to find what he's looking for, though. Billy Z eliminates another person towards the A short area as TC look to bring the bomb up that way. This round is certainly in their favour, and that's a mental push from Emils there. Pushing through the smoke and attaining the AK. Now the Deagle spam's coming through. He's trying to find something as Janswa, but he's not going to get it as the callers come in now. Bomb has been planted, and it's planted perfectly for these 2 flanking GGuys players. As long as they can anticipate the angle of Billy Z, they're in quite a good position to retake this round. Well, Billy Z spots 1 head, claims 1 head. He's looking for more. Is he going to anticipate the next player? There he is. Just spots out his shoulder, gets the wall bang in, and Caparez eliminated by N-Line. And TC is telling GGuys we're not just out of this yet. We're clawing our own rounds back. Well, GGuys have the money to buy now in the last round of this half after their tactical eco last time. They don't have an AWP on Oscar. It's a CZ instead, unfortunately. 2 FAMASs in the hands of Janswa and Caparez. Cheaper weapons elected for so they can get utility. Well, Caparez gets eliminated. He's been very aggressive and they've countered it perfectly this time. He's running through smoke. He's going to find 1. Is he going to know there's 2 players behind him? And he's not going to be able to cock the gun quickly enough to eliminate them, but there's a 3 versus 2 now, and they have the information of the bomb's location. And the gamble play has come through. Both players have rotated towards the A site. They're anticipating that they're not going to go down connected to B. So they're either playing to defend A with their lives, or playing for the retake afterwards. Well, they spied 1 flash, so they know the position of 1 player, but the bomb is going to make its way back down towards T-spawn. And I think Vladimus may just have anticipated this. It's not going to be quite in the tunnel, but it is going down towards B, and these 2 are just playing off of each other. They're playing so close. They're like a dynamic duo. Bad boys, what are you going to do when they come for you? They're the bounty hunters. They're going to have a little peek over short with this boost here. Going to see if anyone's coming up here. they're certainly going to be able to hear the utility from this position. This could be a nasty boost. Well, they know utility's raining down on A, but nobody's going to come up short. They've all gone up monster, and the retake game is now active. Only 20 seconds left for TC, so GGuys, they know that this isn't a fake. And they're both going to go up the short position, one after another. And I think they're going to go for a boost over sandbags here. Is anyone going to anticipate it? I don't think they are. Is he going to come to avail? Vladimir finds one. He knows another one towards Monster, but the third player's position is unknown. That smoke, excellent there in forcing him off. And did Vladimir see him cross? That is the question. Is he going to expect that there's one guy pillar? Who knows? He's faced at the right time, but N-Line and Dejfort work together to eliminate the two retaking CT players. And TC, they take 6 rounds in the half, as they act like the brackets in that round. GGuys getting 9 on CT. Pistol round going to be very important for them. We'll have to see now. It's all still to play for. If TC win this pistol round, they're in a real position to tie the scoreline up 9-9. 17 kills on Vladimir in that half. Superb play there coming out from him. Well, we'll have to see now who proves to be the better side as the second half does begin. TC take their turn as the defending counter-terrorists this time, and they've done the complete opposite of what GGuys have done, and they've gone for a 4-man B stack, and it could be the absolute perfect read here. Well, it's not the perfect read when Vladimir eliminates 2 of you. Sony and Vlad trade 2 for 2. That flash is very good, but GGuys just take advantage of it. And they've got the 1-man advantage going into the B site plant now. Billy Z, though, gets one, looks for another. He finds another headshot. He's all on Emils with the P250 now. Is he going to expect the flanking player? That is the question. He fakes out the plant, but gets shot in the back of the head. TC taking this pistol round. It was a brawl there on that B site. It was all to play for, but it was the positional play from Dej that ultimately won them the round. As the timeout is called here. Strategy being discussed. Now, Dej has already bought an M4 and head armor, so they're not messing around here. He's not, at least. He's not liking the prospect of this being a potential bonus round. GGuys, they're probably going to go for the full eco here. I can't see them wanting to buy. They didn't get the bomb plant. So, I mean, they didn't get the bomb plant, so they could theoretically force this one and buy up AKs the round after next. Well, it's rifles and MP7s for TC. They've bought whatever they can afford. They're not going for any kind of bonus round. No MP9s. Nothing like that here. And, well, like we said, like I just posted, GGuys have gone for the force. Vladimir has got himself just enough for a UMP. And there's full armoured heads on the side of TC, so it's not going to be the most effective weapon, but it's certainly going to be better than a pistol. The Deagle decoy rings out towards this long position. Are they going to anticipate it to be a player there as well, though? A little bit of jump peeking being attempted. I think there's dynamite there. Well, Jansworth is going to get his bell rung. Down to 15 HP. Saved by that head armor, no doubt. And N-Line picking up Capares, looking for Emils as well. He's going to get him too. And Jansworth's going to need a big play here. He's only on 15 HP himself. He's got to anticipate this close angle, but they're all over the A site now. It's almost impossible to break into this defense here. Zosku, 1 man, 1 Deagle, 1 Dream. Not going to be able to find anything. Clean sweep there for TC. They don't lose any of their players. And eliminate all of GGuys without letting him get a bomb plant. So a pretty rough force there coming out from GGuys as they look to go in for the full eco right now. Well, 5 Glocks and they're all going up short. It's like the start of a bad fairy tale, a cautionary tale you might tell your children. We'll have to see whether anything's going to be done for them. They're going for the absolute Glock train steamroll here. They might catch somebody out with the gun out, but N-Line, he's absolutely claiming these eco frags. Get 4 heads for himself. Capares does manage to get him out while he's reloading. Another swift cleanup from Dedge for that, as the full buy does come out for GGuys. GGuys. It's all tied up now, ladies and gentlemen. 9-9 is the scoreline, and GGuys have the slight advantage in this one. They've got 5 AKs against 1 FAMAS and 1 MP7. So TC going for a little bit of a bonus round into this round. We'll have to see whether that was the wrong decision for them. That HE is going to bounce off and deal a little bit of damage to Emils. You're going to lose 6 there. A little bit of bullet spam comes through here, but what is this position here? Little naughty tight angle position from Dedge. It's good for 1 kill as N-Line gets another one. GGuys, they're trying to run through these smokes. They're trying to get what they can, and Vladimus is going to find one, and Oscu trades out another, but the calls have come in. The rest of TC are all over this A-bomb site. There's 3 men short, and they're going to have to counter it. I think they're aware that there's a heavy presence here. Nobody else is looking towards the long angle. Billy Z is looking for something, but Comparis gets ZY instead. The grenade's going to eliminate Oscu before Billy Z gets eliminated himself, and Comparis finds Sony with that AK headshot. Really good aggressive pushing play there from GGuys, forcing their way into the bomb site. Just taking the heads that they needed now, as TC can afford 1 more full buy in this half. In this half, rather. No, in this round, before they'll be out of money in the next one. So a must win for them if they want to stop GGuys from running away with a little bit of a lead. Well, some early aggression coming out on the side of TC here. It could be pretty effective. Unfortunately, nobody is pushed up so far for GGuys. So instead, look to commit 3 bodies towards the A long position. They're definitely looking for some picks here before they take the bomb anywhere. Almost down to 54, presumably from some grenade action there. Maybe a little bit of bullet spam. Well, Janswer taking control of the bathrooms now. And here's Dedge. He's had an AWP! And Vladimus just absolutely took his head off. And Kapara's jumping over the head of ZY now to eliminate him as well. The only remaining defender on the B-bomb site is Billy Z. But remember, no one on GGuys actually has the bomb yet. They haven't committed to going anywhere. As the bomb does look to be making its way towards the B site now, and Billy Z is going to be the only man left here to stop them. He has got some big stickers on his gun, but he's going to need a big play to prevent this. And that's what you want to start off with. Eliminating the initial bomb carrier. Flashes himself, though. Not going to be able to find much, and he's completely surrounded. Still full blind. Not much you can do, but N-Line comes out with the AWP kill in heaven. Now, they're looking for Sony, and they do find him, but not before getting traded for 1. Ooh! N-Line there. Jumping, unfortunately, stops him from being able to get that AWP kill. He goes for the spam, but it's not quite enough. Emo's going to be able to flash out and let himself escape here, and you've got to think that N-Line, he's not got much chance of winning this round, but he's going for it. Are they going to expect the boost play there? That is the question. It doesn't look like he's angling towards that position, but I don't think he's seen him just yet, and he hasn't. Emos sprays him down. I think Kaparas is going to go for that AWP. He's not going to be able to retrieve it, though. And once again, we've seen Vladimir disconnect from this matchup, so a technical timeout is going to be called. We've seen some super play from GGuys on their T side so far. It did look a little bit rough after losing that pistol round. They lost, well, I mean, it's almost like a mirror of the first half. They lose the pistol round, they lose the subsequent 2, but they're back in it. And they're going to need to continue the high level of play if they want to overcome TC going into this game. Well, TC, no doubt, are going to be having some discussions with their team here. They definitely don't want to let GGuys run away with the lead. Once you start getting 13, 14 rounds, it becomes very difficult to fight back for the rest of the game. It does look like they're going to have to eco on this one. We see P250's bought. There's no money for TC, so it's almost a guaranteed 12th round for GGuys. Assuming they don't do anything too silly. Well, scores on the doors in terms of kills. It's Vladimir taking the lead firmly. Kaparas not far behind him, though. 21 and 19 to each other are the score lines. And they've gone for a complete bonus round here of GGuys. They've read this economy perfectly. We've got a couple of SMGs out. Mac 10 UMP. They're going to be looking for that extra cash. Just pad out their economy a little bit. And, well, they found the B site completely open. And unfortunately, the long stack for TC is the wrong call. This bomb is going to go down on B. As those pistol players are going to scram one out. to scavenge and find whatever they can going into the next round. Well, the HE's going to be looking to deal some damage. He's not going to do much, as it's Kiparis that's in a dangerous position here. 3 pistol players are running down towards him. He's hidden slightly more passively. He finds one. How many more is he going to expect? Well, if he goes aggressive here, he could get caught out by the advanced position of ZY there. He's still going for some. He's hungry. He's looking for these frags, but there's 3 players there. That information's been relayed. You can't let him save this AK now. That's the name of the game. Don't let him have it. But they are going to get one anyway by the looks of things. N-Line is going to try and run away with them. 2 people hunting him down, though. They do stop them from saving anything into the next round. Really punishing the economy there. The only unfortunate thing from GGuys is they didn't get any SMG kills, so the purchase of them is to no avail. It just save them some money in terms of buying guns, but Vanimus is going to keep his MAC-10 here, and they could be lethal. There's only 1 player on TC that does have head armor. So the headshot damage of the MAC-10 could really be important, as we see some incredible long aggression now coming out from TC. They've read this very well. There's 2 players in party from GGuys, and that flash is beautiful. It does only take out the MAC-10 player, though. They've got to hunt the other one in party. Doesn't matter. They found one. ZY and N-Line working together from long. Just absolutely eliminating. Considering they had no head armor, those flashes just work perfectly for them. Well, Emils is going to find one. Bring it into a 2 versus 4. His position is now known as the wraparound comes in. Well, N-Line, he's just found himself another frag here. Is Kiparis. He's all alone. He's looking for one. He's going to find it, but his bell has been wrong. Only on 10 HP. And that jump's definitely been heard by the 2 players towards A short. He's not going to be able to get out with his life, as TC deny the runaway of rounds. Taking 1 for themselves here. Now, GGuys, they've still got money to buy, and TC, if anything, are in danger of being reset if they lose this round. They'll get minimum loss bonus. I don't think we see an AWP coming out. They can't quite afford one. No, neither side's bought an AWP here. The money is pretty tight. They can only afford rifles and SMGs. ZY is still on a FAMAS and no head armor on those 2 players. As Paris is the man to take the MAC-10 this time, but TC showing that they can use that aggression on A short anyway to their own success. Now, Caparis does manage to find 1 with his MAC-10, but that's all he's good for. The trade's still in favour of TC. There's 3 men stack on the B bomb site now, so they're almost anticipating a play towards this area. So the bomb instead creeps up towards long. Now, I think 1 man has rotated out in the form of N-Line. He's made his way back over to the A bomb site, so it's a 2-2 split for the CTs. And the bomb is going to be coming up long. So, Dejfa is the man to watch. It's going to be him watching the A long position. That's potentially going to stand in the way of GGuys being able to get a bomb plant here, but he's retreated instead. They're going for a boost, rather, so they're kind of putting all their eggs that somebody's going to come tan short instead of long, but it could be the wrong call. There is 3 players from GGuys on long, and that Molotov is going to go to waste. Now, they must have heard that smoke come from long, and I think when there's only 20 seconds left, surely you have to have the call come in now. The rotates must be starting soon. Well, it's going to be a fast play. It's all going to be on N-Line to stop the plant from going down here. They haven't anticipated this position. They're pre-firing like mad. The bomb's got to go down in the next 6 or so seconds before they lose the round. Only 7 left, and the bomb, it's been dropped, and that's the round 1, surely. The plant has to come through immediately if GGuys want to look in here, and it's not going to happen. TC eliminating the first player there. Not entirely sure why GGuys are making the bomb planter face the 2 players in garbage, but works out for TC. They get their 2nd in a row. They avoid reset, and it's GGuys instead who are out of money now. As TC are going to be looking to tie up the game at 12-12 here. No, they're not taking any chances. They're countering any connector rush, and N9 swatted 1. Shouldn't be too difficult for him to eliminate this player. That grenade goes a bit funny, but they're flanking him from all angles, and Amos is going to be the one to find him after 2 of his teammates do get eliminated. So he's got an AK for himself, but no body armor per se. Well, the spam comes through the door there, nearly finds Kiparis. Gets out with his life, down to 7 HP now. That HE should finish him off. Well, the Molotov is, rather, and as a result, the ticks don't quite manage to eliminate the low player on the T side. All 5 of them are in connector. 3 of them, rather. Sorry. They're in connector for TC. It is a 3 versus 4. More damage being traded through here. Well, it does look like they are going to make their way towards the B site after a lot of deliberation. Oscu's the man to face. Trying to see what he can see. More spam coming through here. MLS getting tagged down even lower. TC not taking any chances. Well, little bit of friendly fire there. Capares shoots Emils in the legs. Fortunately, that's only where he shoots him. Otherwise, he could have been in a much worse position. But Billy Z here, just facing the angle. He knows exactly what he needs to do. He's finding those frags. They've got no armor. And TC tied up 12-12. GGuys are going to be deciding what they want to do here. They are going to go for the full buy, even though Vlad can't afford himself a rifle and head armor. Looks like he's going to go for the Mach 10 instead. Still no AWPs being used by TC here. I think an AWP is certainly what they need if they really want to shut down this half and win the game for themselves. But it's all to play for here. I reckon whoever wins this round, they're looking at least 2 more. Well, rather, if GGuys win this, TC can still afford to buy. But if TC win, they're looking at another one afterwards. And one trade's not enough. That's why Jans was there to get himself another one. Now they've heard the bomb come through Monster here. Billy Z with that absolute sound sense. Only going to find 1. Oscar down to 6 though. As the mad rush comes in now from Deadshred to try and stop the planting player. He knows where he's going to be planting on site. He goes for the hero jump play and it works out. Absolute Spider-Man level skills here from him. As he spots the rush through smoke. A little bit too late, but he is going to be able to claim it as he's sticking on the bomb now. The full defuse is coming in, but this mad flank's coming in. Capares, he must know. He must know. Otherwise, he's out of this round. He just doesn't anticipate it. And unfortunately, the Fusel comes in. He does find the 1 frag, limiting their economy gains. But he's just going to have to hide in the corner. It doesn't really matter. TC have got loads of money. Now, GGuys, they're going for another force here. They can just about afford AKs. Slightly limited utility. And you've got to be saying they have no money left in the bank. If they lose this one, they're in some serious trouble for the rest of this game. Well, unfortunately, a missed smoke there from Capares. Not going to do whatever he was hoping. Hasn't let him be deterred just yet, though. GGuys playing slightly more passively. That grenade is going to deal a little bit of damage onto Vlad, take him down to 86. Well, GGuys, they're just going to hold him passively in this connector area. They're really waiting for anybody to push them. That spam there is going to get ZY a little bit low. He's going to take a little bit of damage. Well, it would have got ZY low if it was him. Unfortunately, it was Sony, and there is actually no damage dealt. As again, both sides just biding their time here. They're waiting to see. We're waiting for the other one to slip up and make a mistake. Now, the right-hand side player isn't anticipated yet. Vladimus does peek it inevitably with the aid of the flashbang. The head of Emil is spotted out perfectly there by Sony. His teammate said, "Why, he's got to get something for him." He does retreat into the corner, but the spam through the smoke does eliminate him. And they've spotted 2 players down to short now. The spray transfer from Janswa brings GGuys back into it. 13-13 is the scoreline, and the money's starting to look slightly ropey for TC. They'll afford to buy in this one, probably. Unless they go for the full eco. I'd really like to see a full eco here. And it is what they're going to do. So they're going to allow GGuys to take 14 rounds and come into it with full rifles, utility, and head armor going into the next one. This is an absolute brawl of a match so far. It's gone back and forth, especially in this second half. They're letting Oscu... Oh, no, rather. I thought I saw an up there. It's just... it's going to be Vladimus as the above player. Trying to see what he can see. Any aggression from long there. He's not going to spot any out. As the only slightly aggressive player is N-Line down the foot of those connector stairs. And I think he's heard Capares come out of that door, but Capares is watching it like a hawk. He anticipates it. He looks away at just the wrong time, though. Gets his bell rung. Oh my god, Capares, that superb movement with the crouch play there. He's good for another one. The pistol players are swarming him right now. Sony eliminates one, and Dej gets the other one. The bomb must rush its way over to A now, surely, as 2 rifles have been attained for TC. As they could be looking to save this one, going in to the next round, you have to say. Now, they might try and get some flanking players in the back here. Well, the bomb is going to go down, and now TC haven't got much utility to try and force their way in, only a smoke and a flash. They are both going to play off each other, but they've thought, nah, we'll head back to T-spawn, we'll take these guns into the next one, we could use the money, especially if we lose it, and we want to stop ourselves from losing the game in the match point scenario. Well, Jansworth is going to be the man to hunt them by the looks of things. They haven't got any armor, but they are definitely going to be watching this position, so he's got to be ready for this angle. And he's not quite, and certainly he's going to take him out, so one more player from GGuys that's not taking his equipment into the next round. And TC can go for the full buy here. They're trying to deny match point, and finally we see an AWP come out on this map. Dejfer. He's going to be AWPing on the CT side for TC, hoping that this is the X factor that they need to prevent match point here. No AWPs on the T side for GGuys. And where is that AWP going to be based? It is going to be based up a long. Well, the early utility has been exchanged, and a trade comes out on B short. Vlad making sure ZY doesn't get too much bang for his buck, and in any situation when there's the same amount of terrorists and counter-terrorists alive before the bomb has been planted, you have to say that the terrorists have the advantage. It just stretches that CT site defense so much thinner. They have to commit equally to almost every area of the map. Unless, of course, some god-tier tactical read allows them some kind of mental advantage. Well, the bomb is going to angle its way towards B now. There's 3 players up short for GGuys right now. Well, they've gone up connector instead. I should have watched my words before I spoke. Now they take the bomb back up out towards A short. By the looks of things, there's going to be 5 guys come out of connector here, and Endline's going to be the man to stop them by the looks of things. He gets one. He's looking for the other spray, but Vladimir's so good so far in this game. He gets his 26th kill. Well, oh, that angle hasn't worked out for Dej. He's down at 15. That Molotov and HE could finish him off. And the HE is going to be the thing to do it, and looks like GGuys are going to get to match point here. The plant isn't going to be stopped. It's going to be the flank from Billy C that's certainly going to be the X factor here. He's found one. Well, oh, Oscu nearly gets caught out by the bank player there. He's looking for his feet, and he is going to find it. And Billy Z now, he's the man alone for the retake to stop GGuys from taking map point. Remember, this is TC's pick. We go to Mirage next. Well, he's going to stick the bomb, and this could be an absolute mind game play here. Oh my god, is he going to win? He doesn't do it. He's only about 1 second away from doing it, but that could have been close. We've seen so many ninja diffusers like that happen and come off successfully so far. And now, the money for TC does look limited in what could potentially be the last round of this game. Well, TC here, they're taking the bomb up A. And Endline has gone into the connector angle, and it's Dej, one of the only players with rifles. He's going to grenade himself instead of grenading the opponents, and it's going to force him to retreat. As GGuys start taking the bomb up A long, and remember, it's been a B stack here for TC. So a little read's come in now. Somebody's rotated back around towards that A position. I think GGuys here, they just don't want to get too ahead of themselves. If they can just make their way up their angles, you know, just play it cool, play it calm. Don't give anything unnecessary away. Well, that could have been dangerous. Dej, instead of getting a trade, not a trade, rather, an opening pick, gives his position away instead, and the bomb angling towards his A bathrooms area now. And this could be pretty lethal. Dej, he's angling around, he's having a look for something. They just don't know what to do, I don't think, GGuys at this point. They haven't managed to find anything, especially not towards B. So one man goes down, and they're looking for the A execute now. Are they going to protect the double peek from this angle? Well, the full blindness, and Sony can get Oscu, and things are looking dire. TC might be back in this one yet. They've got 3 more to find in order to do it. Well, there's one of them. They're looking for more. Capares finds ZY. Looking for another one through the smoke. Not going to get it yet. It's a 2 versus 3. 3 versus 1 now. Capares, the last man left alive to win the game. He's got the scoped weapon, and he's holding behind truck, but the bomb's not planted. He doesn't have enough time to do it, and Billy Z's going to get him 15 to 14, and GGuys can still afford to buy, and TC remain in it by the skin of their teeth. Oscar only on a UMP. No warps this time for TC. And the buy is dodgy, to say the least. 2 AKs, or an AK and a Galil rather, as the late purchase comes in. Only a CZ on Janswa, and this large amount of early aggression coming in towards A short, making sure no shenanigans of rushing are occurring. Well, GGuys looking to take the bomb up towards short here, and for some reason I'm going to assume that GGuys won that one, because the server cut me off right at the end there for some reason, guys. Apologies about that one, but I'm going to assume that GGuys won, otherwise we're going on to overtime. So stay tuned for the second map here, and we will be right back.
Leave me here, you were never good enough. Won't change a thing now, there was never trust. Don't you say a word, cause I've heard it all. You were just a pain when you felt it all. Oh. Something tells me that I won't miss it. It's the first time that we can't fix it. It's irreversible damage done. The thrill is gone. Ooh, baby, there ain't no one like you. You chose to keep the truth inside. Ooh, baby, keep my all to you. All you did was tell me lies. Something tells me that I won't miss it. It's the first time that we can't fix it. It's irreversible damage done. The thrill is gone. Once you leave me, it's over. No turning back, not today. Don't you come running back now. I'm not a home for the shame. Something tells me that I won't miss it. It's the first time that we can't fix it. It's irreversible damage done. The thrill is gone. Ooh, baby, there ain't no one like you. You chose to keep the truth inside.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the European Amateur League's first semi-final of Season 2. It's back at it again. TC eSports versus GGuys. First map went in favour of GGuys on Overpass. Now, that was TC's pick, which means surely you've got to favour GGuys going into this one. They looked so strong on it yesterday. 16-6 win over versus you. Are they going to be able to pull off some similar shenanigans today? Well, something we've seen so far in this tournament, especially from T-side, is some incredibly heavy presence initially rushing over towards CT. Now, I don't think anyone's going to expect Billy Z hiding here in the firebox position. Just get shot in the back of the head there, does Vladimir. They don't expect it. Billy Z is on site, and he's cut them off now. He does get eliminated by Janswa, though, and there's a flanking player coming in through apps. Well, it's going to be Dejva. Is he going to spot anyone? He's going to spot ahead. He's not going to take him out, though. Oh, he does get one before Vladimir trades him. It's a 3 versus 2 site defense now. Both CT retaking players coming from the same angle. Got to utilise the ability of these USPSs to find those crisp, clean headshots. And, well, N-Line's been forced off the bomb to eliminate the player in tunnel. And he's not going to be able to find him as GGuys take the pistol round and continue their run of dominant form. It did look a little bit hairy for them towards the end there on Inferno. Their T-side, on Overpass rather, their T-side was looking a little bit weak, but now they seem to have gotten everything back under control again. They're not taking any chances other than Kaparis on a Mac 10. The rest of them with rifles and a little UMP on Emils. So, to see what they can do with this one now. Dejva does have a scout. He's going to be using it to peek apps, and there's not really any GGuys players there, so he's not going to spot anyone out just yet. Well, Kaparis has heard the pistol's being rung out in mid. He's going to expect the second player in connector. He does. Tags him down to 60, but doesn't get the kill. And Dejva now. He's going to be looking for some nasty shots with this scout. He's having a look out mid for it. He's just getting banged from somewhere. He doesn't know where. Gets taken out by Janswa. Meanwhile, the B bomb site was completely opened up by Kaparis, and GGuys look like they found their way in a comfortable second round here. Well, he's crept through the smoke and find one. Does he expect another player? I sincerely don't think so. Billy has got the drop on him. He's going to be able to get that scout. And he's going around to T-spawn with it. Well, he does look like he wants to save it into the next one. They're not going to have very much money to take in, so the scout and body armor and the 5.7 all going to be valuable commodities for TC if they can save them. Well, he spotted the foot there, which gave him the ability to know that Emils was coming down that area, but there's going to be 2 more guys coming from that angle. I don't think it's 5.7 quite cuts it against 2 AKs. He's having a look in. He's trying to run away. He's got some slightly better cover, but Janswa coming around from the back there, just wiping him out, making sure they don't manage to save anything into the next one. Looking at probably a full eco here from TC as GGuys look to take their 3rd round in a row to kick off Mirage here. So, good play from them so far, winning the pistol. Again, looked a bit dicey. There was only 1 man left alive for them, but they were the emergent victors. They look to put 2 men out mid this time, and it's a full A stack for TC. Billy Z's just watching to see if anyone goes up short, and this A stack looks like it's going to be the wrong read for them as the bomb makes its way up into the B apartments area. So, another quiet one then. Not seeing too many miracles, I don't think, here. Billy Z's just going to get tagged down to 25. Now, both vents get broken there. Not sure why he breaks the upper one. Maybe it's to get the drop on somebody if they're trying to shoot him from up there. There's a 3-man flank coming around from T-spawn, which could be potentially dangerous. But outside of that, I don't think that TC have got much of a chance left in this round now. Whether they actually push this apartment area or not is a different question entirely. If they do, Kaparis is going to be there waiting for them. I think they're just holding passively for some exit kills right now. They're looking to kill one of them, get a rifle, save it into the next round, save themselves a good couple of grand. Well, that grenade's nearly killed Billy Z there. They might not even check the angle because they may expect he's dead. Well, oh, perfect positioning there from N-Line. Unfortunately, doesn't land 2 headshots in a row. It wasn't the player. Oh no, they all have head armor. So, regardless, it would have been alright. Billy Z gets eliminated by the bomb there. And I don't think these guys are going to have too much left into this one. They're not. They're just going to save those base UMPs. Didn't find any exits. Not really what you're looking for. if you're TC in that full eco there, but what can you do, really? They're going to go for the full buy in this one. No head armor on anyone, though, so that Galil is not exactly going to be as nerfed as you might think. It has got a much higher armor penetration than its counterpart, the FAMAS. Going to see some slightly more passive play now. It's more spread out across the site. They're going for a more default setup. 3 on B, no one mid, so they've already sacrificed that mid control without actually being any terrorist players there. Well, that smoke's probably going to tell him that somebody's planning on coming up through connector. But who is it going to be? Is he going to anticipate there being 2 guys in underpass here? Somehow, I don't think so. Well, Billy Z's going to find 1 on A. And Janswa's crept up connector. He's going to find TZY in the back. And N-Line's timing was just off there. I think he used a little bit too much trigger discipline, and it cost his teammate his life there. Well, look over towards CT now. There are 2 players here for TC. They're looking to find any way they can into this round, but it doesn't look like they're going to get it. Janswa here, holding the aggressive connector position with the Galil. He has been spotted out by N-Line, though. Does get banged. His position is now noted. It's a 3 versus 3 site retake. Edge feels good to get Oscu in Tetris. 2 men left alive now. One of them's in jungle and N-Line finds him. The smoke coming down on the bomb plant now. And this flank is all but too late. I don't think the angle is right for him. Sisku, I don't think he's going to manage to find the bomb plant there, does he? No, not quite. Does find him, but it's a second too late. And TC take the round. Unfortunate timing for him. Just didn't get around quick enough. TC found the full bomb defused there. Just going to allow them to buy back into this one. Oscu AWPing this time, though. He's done some nasty stuff with it in the past. I'd love to see him put it to good work in this middle position again. He was so good on it yesterday. Well, I think they're going to anticipate this rush. Coming down the short position. As N-Line does get eliminated. Oh my god, this flank from Emils is perfect. He gets 2 from the apartments position. As Vladimus now looks to find the player in the smoke, and he does so. Sony down, and it's all left on Dejva's hand. He's got a 1 versus 5 to pull off here. Well, he's looked for 1 and not gotten it. I think he thought he actually had that kill there, and I thought he did, but the spray isn't enough to kill him. GGuys do manage to take their 4th round of this half here. Completely resetting the economy of TC now. They're down to pistols and armor again. They've gone for a little force bite. Early smoke deployed there. Have to see what that can do. There's, we see a deagle in the hands of N-Line. Look towards middle. It's a good position for it to find some kills, that's for sure. Not going to get too aggressive though. He does know that there could be players there watching him, and he's right to be panicking. Oscar is there with an AWP. Turns his attention towards short now instead. That grenade nearly hurt Billy Z, but he did get away up towards the vents instead. Some spam trade coming through now. No kills as of yet. Damage slightly favouring GGuys. And remember, the bomb isn't committed anywhere right now. So this was initially a B stack, but they could decide to go A at any moment. I don't think Janswa is going to expect another player here. He's not, especially not with Billy Z having the crossfire in that position. Well, Emils, once again, just lurking around on that A side, getting the frags he needs. I think he's heard those footsteps run up to flank him, and he has as well. Vladimus does a good job there of securing himself that kill. Dejva's found another one here in the CT position, so they're not quite out of this round just yet. Say that, he does get eliminated almost immediately, and Billy Z, been so good with the 5-7, especially on overpass. Now, the bomb is planted by Oscar over on B site. He's got an AK and body armor, and the head armor isn't really a factor against the kind of weapons he's looking up against, but he's got 2 men to find to bring his total to 4. Be a 1v4 clutch for him, or 1 versus 3 clutch for him, rather, if he was to find this round. And I think he's already backed out of it. Yeah, he's thinking, save this AK and armor into the next one. Save the money, we need it. We're not good for it right now. He looks to bring it into the next one. So TC get 5 on the T side here. They look better on the CT side than they did on the T side yesterday as well. So that's something to note on their map pick. The Finnish squad looking to try and wrap up this game as easily as they did the one yesterday. Billy C doesn't get hunted down, does manage to save that AK into this one. The rest of his team, though, have no money. They wasted it all on that force buy in the last round. So the rest of them are going to be going for a full eco into this one. Early Molotov going towards a Catacombs. Not going to tick anyone else yet. Well, there's 4 men in window right now. This could be very nasty. They've only got USPs and P250s. But Janswer could very well get caught off guard. Find himself one. Got a second one. How many more does he think are going to be there? That is the question. They're still so far away from him. That's the danger right now. Spots another one out before he manages to get back away into the connector. So they're not all dead yet, RTC, but it's swiftly becoming that way. Kaparis got a little bit spooked by Oscu being underneath him there, I think. Oh, he's gone for the knife! Oscu farming himself some cash on Billy Z right there. And now it's just Sony left with the USP. I love seeing the knife play come out, especially when you can just get so cocky in that position. He knows he hasn't got much to lose. The rest of his team are going to be watching his ang, and he's just getting spammed right now with it up. What more can you attempt to do from this angle? Well, he's going to spam around a little bit, but Vladimir's is going to find him eventually. Bit of a whiffed couple of shots there from Sony as GGuys take their 6th round of this half. TC looking for another round for them. They've gone for rifles and no head armor again, and Vladimir, it's almost like he has a nose for this kind of thing. He's gone for the the MAC-10 rather again. There's some aggro play here coming out from Dedge. He does retreat onto short eventually though, but Emils is going to eliminate him regardless. Now the second short player is here. Are they going to expect him? I don't think so. N-Line eliminates one. Going to have to retreat from this position, but Billy Z, very aggressive push onto the A Palace tunnels. He's going to be able to find 2 for it as a result, and N-Line eliminating Janswer. And he's all alone now, is Kaparis. I don't think he knows that both of them were up this mid position. It'd be a hell of a spray if he was to find them. They're not going to quite see him on the way out there. I think he spots one in the back, tags him low, and now they know his angle. Well, he's going to go back around to Catacombs and get that bomb. It's crossing onto the A site. That's going to be difficult if they push up to look somewhere near connector, but the smoke's gone down towards CT instead. He just didn't know there were 2 players there, and this could be to his detriment right now. Sony keeping a watchful eye over connector, but going to be a jungle play. It's almost like he anticipates it. Well, he's going to peek this angle by the looks of things. Oh no, he's crept his way over onto B instead. The time is running out, so CTs are going to be aware that this probably isn't a fake plant if they hear the noise anywhere, although they won't from this position. And they begin. The hunt begins. Oh, it's intense. It's like some bounty hunters. The 2 L Dude brothers hunting down Kaparas, the wanted man. Now he's got a Molotov, which could do some damage, especially if they both hold in the same angle. They aren't all on full HP. Sony picks up a defuse kit there. That could be vital in winning this round. As Kaparas has gone for the plant, and he's going to take a position up in the B apartments. As both of them look to come towards short now. Has he planted for banger? That's the question. I think he has. So he's going to watch that he doesn't get counter spread here, and I think he's heard 2 sets of footsteps, so he's readied his Molotov. If he gets peeked too early here, well, the molly's come out and it's going to start burning. Is it going to eliminate the defusing player? It's missed. And unfortunately not. And you got to be really upset there if you're Kaparis. This is the right play, but the smoke comes down to put it out and he just doesn't re-peek it. Unfortunate from him. He saves his gun into this one though. Money's still looking a little bit rough for TC, despite that last round win. But they are going to be able to afford to buy rifles into this one. So, let's see a little bit of aggro play here. Just a little bit of jump peeking coming out from Sony. Dedgeford down to 70 as a result of a HE grenade over on A. Well, the Molotov has forced Vlad out of his B-Apps position. Now he's seen the man on the balcony. He's going to punish that. Don't show me your leg, boy. I'm going to eliminate it. As the smoke execute on A appears to be coming out now. So once again, they're using Vlad as this kind of lurking player. They're both just holding each other on the other side of the smoke. And he's done really well here. He's on another player over on the rotate. Here's my issue if I'm GGuys right now. My bomb's all the way back in T-spawn. I can't execute anywhere right now. Zai, he's gone through the smoke. The molly rather. And he's found Janswer for it. It was looking dicey for him initially. Down to 19. Does find the kill as the flash comes out towards mid. And The bomb is going to go B inevitably, and these two players. They're right next to each other. Who's going to spot who first? Surely you peek this as your Vlad. You do, and you get the headshot. And now the jump peek comes in, but he was in the air. He couldn't land the shot. He's going to burn alive, potentially. Not quite, but he's down to low HP anyway. Zai gets taken out on the other side of the map, and Billy Z is trapped in mid-window now by a player top mid. And you got to feel as bad man for him right there. He's heard the guy on short, so he knows this spam is potential bait, but Emils, the shot's there, looking to fake out the ladder sounds potentially. And he just gets straight up that ladder, makes swift work of him. 7-2 in favour of GGuys here now. And GGuys looking for a full A execute this time. They're not even going anywhere near mid. This could be a potential contact play for them, and it could be the right call, you know. They're only on pistols, and there's no exact mid stack coming out from TC, so Billy Z is going to be the pivotal player. He's done so well with his 5-7 and armor in this game so far. He's good for at least one. He's looking for more heads. Emils is going to get him from the apartments, though. He's been so dangerous from that balcony all game. Looking for another one. Going to get him. 3 kills for him in this anti-eco round. Oscar gets end line, and Emils takes his 4 in CT there. His teammates aren't too happy about that. Getting shot in the back by a Glock there. Just a bit of tomfoolery, I think. As GGuys get their 8th. And look at this pattern that's emerging here. 3-1, 3-1, 2. So if they win this and then lose another one, this could be a beautiful little pattern that's just absolutely dominating TC's economy, keeping them reset every round. Well, somehow, Oscar must have had a hell of a lot of bomb plants, because he's on 3rd place on the scoreboard, considering he's only got 4 kills. Zai there. Lucky to escape with his life away from that spray, and it's going to be end line with the Deeg, or only man that's going to be able to stop this. He's not good for 1. Somehow he misses that headshot. And that's really unfortunate for them, as the 3 flanking TC players come around the back now. Are they all going to go back in apps? No, they're not. They're going to go out mid by the looks of things and have a look at the short angle. And there's going to be 2 terrorists to meet them there, as their only flash gets expended. It's going to reveal at least one of their positions here. Now, Sony taking advantage of Kapara's whiffing a little bit, and whoa, Sony getting another one there, looking a little bit dangerous with this P250. Now, whether they win the round, of course, is a different story entirely. I think they're looking to just save these 2 AKs. Surprisingly good find for them on this eco. Well, Dej might get spotted out on the A site. I don't think he will, though. And Billy Z, look at this play. He's going for another exit. He's going to try and take another AK into the next round, I think. I don't think his shoulder quite gets spotted out, and game sense there from Vlad to retreat all the way back onto B. Don't want to push too far in case there's a person waiting for him. 9 rounds now for GGuys, and if the pattern rings true, this round should go the way of TC by virtue of a defuse. So we'll have to see here how much the game is trying to tell us. Well, a little bit of a whiff there from Dej. Isn't going to find Janswer initially, but gets him on the repeat while fully blind. A nice second shot there to improve their chances in this game. Oh, Zai getting tagged a little bit though there from Emils. So getting tagged low there. He's getting sprayed out. Billy Z, absolute monster. Doesn't expect the second tunnels player though, and his connector player has been eliminated as well. All the remaining TC guys are on B, but GGuys just don't know it. They can't afford to rush this site just yet. I think now they're going to have the sense to do so, but this is interesting. It's planted for B short. And they don't actually have that short control, so I think it was just planted there because they didn't know if there was anyone CT or not, and they didn't want to lose a man to it. As the bomb begins ticking away now, TC are going to need to do something. Well, Emil's there. He's heard somebody up towards that window. He knows there's one there. Does he suspect that there's a player in mid as well, though? Endline peeking him a little bit, but I think he just may overexpose himself here. Emils doesn't spot him, and he's crept in. This could be a lethal position. He hasn't get spotted now. He finally does. The bomb is ticking away, and I don't think there's any time for them, so the pattern doesn't emerge. And instead, GGuys, they take another one in a row. Dej getting out of there with his life with that AWP. And it's 10 rounds in this first half for GGuys. Absolutely dominant performance for them so far. So they look to get as many rounds in this T half as they can. Well, a double AWP setup coming out from TC here now. They're scraping the bottom of the barrel. They're trying anything. ZY is only going to have enough money for a FAMAS and only body armor, no utility. Well, the combat AWP from Dejfa has come out mid and it's failed to find anything. The Molotovs are going to force him back on the A site. They try to spray him down to get him away. They do find him inevitably. Well, they find ZY rather. And end line eliminates 2 before being shredded out by Osku. So dangerous in the mid there. Sony getting tagged low, but not low enough for the likes of GGuys as he gets the trade on the last B Apartments player. And well, it's the right tactical call from Oscar. There's only one guy here, but he's got an AWP and he's watching your angle. So, whoa, the little bit of a whiff there comes out from Dejfa. Doesn't know whether to re-peek it or not. Does inevitably retreat onto the site. Now he has rushed through this Molotov. The rotate calls have come in. Dejfa whiffing yet another shot. He's holding passive now, making sure that he's not hunted down by Osku here. Osku, the last man alive for GGuys, eliminated by Billy Z. And TC find 3. Well, 2 more rounds left in this half now. I just don't think GGuys are expecting that double AWP. Osku saying, you know what, I'll get an AWP of my own in this one. I'll show them what AWPing really means. And that's what he's thinking anyway. Whether he's actually going to be able to do it is another question entirely. As he's taking it over towards A. Now that play confuses me sincerely. I don't really know why you molly yourself there to get the smoke away. That's bizarre. I don't understand that. What? Unless he was boosting it for an early underpass, like in case people were going to boost up from underpass and get him. I don't know, but well, it didn't matter. Him and N-Line are going to eliminate 2 on either side of the map. Billy Z getting a bit toasty right here. He's playing on the upper balcony area. That Molotov's going to force it back down. The HE could be enough to eliminate him if it's angled properly, and it's not. Well, that one is. Osku taking him out now, bringing it into a 4v3 A site attack. ZY tagged down to 88. Certainly not out of it yet. N-Line is the only man holding that position in window. But this AWP play from Connector could be potentially very damaging. As the time starts ticking down now. Only 45 seconds left on the clock for GGuys, and they've got to get a bomb plant yet. Well, ZY spots one, but it's not enough. Osku burning Dej alive in the other area, but Sony with the AWP and Connector. We said it could be lethal, and Osku's the only man left. He is going to get the bomb down. And he's in just about a near enough good position. That's excellent play for him. Does he know that this next player is only on 8 HP, though? He spotted him out. He's gone for the CZ. He must know he's low. He must know, surely. The team communication hasn't come through, and that Molotov could force him off. He's up on the bin, so he's not going to die to it, although he is being tagged. Osku wins the round just before burning alive, giving GGuys their 11th there. What a shot on Sony on short. Brilliant play from him. Looked a bit dicey with that last kill of the round, but it doesn't matter. They do find it in the end. And now 3 men go out mid, including the bomb for GGuys. It's a little bit of an A stack here. Dynamite. Well, N-Line is doing so good with the FAMAS. You rarely see players play to that level with that rifle, but it does seem to be working. Well, they know there's an AWP mid now. Osku is only on 17 HP, but they do definitely still have the advantage, I'd say, in terms of weaponry. But this is a nuts flank right here, Dej. They're not going to expect it, surely, but they do! Kaparis runs around and eliminates him. Only on 3 HP. What a whiff there from Dejfa. He's definitely looking for another frag, and Vlad's position definitely isn't being peeked. From the window it is now, though. Billy Z does eliminate him. It's a 3 versus 3, and 2 of the guys are low. Emils! Oh, he whiffs very heavily there. He's not even low. Didn't even hit a bullet. The grenade's going to get 2 players low, but the bomb is going to be planted for GGuys now, and the retake begins in the last round of this half. Well, Sony is far too far away to get anything done from this angle. Billy Z's been heard, but it doesn't matter. Eliminates one of the low players in the form of Kapaz. Site, he's heard a reload on site. That grenade's going to tag him down to 57. The Molotov comes in and sandwich. Sony with this 5-7 getting a kill in the back as well. Now time is running out, and TC I think are going to manage to take it. Billy Z does have a kit, so comfortable one from them. 11-4 first half in favour of GGuys here. As GGuys switch over to the CT side now. TC really going to need this pistol if they want a chance at winning this game. It's a must-win round for them. They're going to have to be debating their strategy on what to go for here. So they could potentially be eliminated from the tournament in a matter of 5 rounds. That's all GGuys need to move on to the grand finals of EAL Season 2. So stay tuned here as we move into the second half. Well, something to note as well, certainly partially telling of TC's performance, is the kill rating there on ZY. He's only had 1 in this entire game. He has had an assist though. But he's going to need to do much more in this half if his team want to stay in this tournament. Well, TC, it does look like they're angling towards this A-bomb site. This could be a good call. There are 2 players from GGuys here, so it's no kind of stack. They've gone for a default setup. That smoke is going to draw Oscu back in. And the more rotations come through now. Oh, Janswa finds one head, finds a second one. He's good for it. The bomb's dropped. He's completely shut down this push. They're going to have to rush this, but Paris is there as well. Eliminating yet another. It's a 2 versus 2 here, but the bomb is in the possession of TC. Now, this push could be absolutely nuts. It's not going to be, though, as Vladimus finds Sony. Well, he assists Oscar in his finding, and the bomb is going to get planted on the other side. It was a little bit of a fake out, though. And BO3, only man left alive. He's on top of the box. This call has to come in now. He's only on 33. These guys, he's going to go for the full plant here. It does look like it's going to be another fake. But Vladimus, too smart for you. Takes him out with the unsuppressed USPS. Not really what you like to see. And GGuys take the pistol round. And all of a sudden, if you're on TC eSports, you're starting to panic. Well, they've gone for what appears to be a force buy here. So they're looking to break this initial play, but I love this. I love this so much. 4 MP9s. That's 4 of my favourite gun in this game. All on one team. It's truly beautiful. Well, early aggression there from Caparas coming up underpass. It's going to spot out end line. And there's 2 scouts on the side of TC. Something you rarely see, especially in these second rounds. Emils gets to Jedgfer. Ooh, he body shots him with the scout. He's looking for another hit. Not going to get it, though. Forces him to retreat, and that time it is going to land. The 2 body shotting scouters finding heavy work here. That Molotov, excellent. Forces ZY out the smoke. Not going to be able to find anything. And it's the 2 scout, no armor guys that are left alive with his chance here. But he's good for 1. Well, he's the only one left alive now, and his bomb has been dropped back in the middle area. His position is known, and he's going to get taken out by Emos as GGuys take 13 rounds. They need 3 more to advance to the grand finals, and the economy of TC is well and truly in the toilet. It looks like they're almost definitely going to get 14. Just a bit unlucky positionally there from BO3. We're so close to my ultimate dream here from GGuys. Oscar goes for the MP7 instead of the MP9. It's a full MP squad at least, but you can only pray. Well, Jans was good for 1, but he's full blind, and that grenade, Kiparis, pretty much eliminating the hopes of TC getting anything out of this eco. BO3 has been playing so well just in this series so far. He's eliminated 2 for himself. He's looking for another one. He's going to get it as well. He's brought this down to a 2v1 no less. And he's heard that player jumping in apps. If he wins this, this will be an absolute monster round for him. He has only got 12 HP and no armor. But he does have the bomb. And that's just about all he has. So he's just going to hold passively here, waiting for some aggression. Fortunately for him, GGuys are a little bit too smart for that. They're not going to give it to him. As he creeps his way over into the apartments now. So, I think his chances are pretty low of winning this round. GGuys are most likely going to go on to 14 rounds. BO3's got 20 frags. Now, just picture that. Put that through your head for a second, okay? Your team has won 4 rounds and you have 20 kills. You have more kills than any single player of a team that is 9 rounds in front of you. Billy Z playing absolutely out of his mind on this map. It's just not enough. The carry is it's just not strong enough. Well, he's looking for any players in Catacombs, wandering over all the husks and corpses that he's created in that area, and he's going to get taken out by Capares. No clutch for you, my friend. It would have been a 1v5, and he gave it his best effort. He got the triple kill, but now is the round that TC must win. Not only will their economy likely be busted after this, but GGuys will be on match point if they fail to win this round. As they head out middle by the looks of things. Dedge, he's going to try and AWP there, but that flash prevents him from doing much. Now, there are no AWPs on the side of GGuys. There's a scout in the hands of Oscu. Their economy is kind of wrecked after losing all of that armor and utility. The double grenades, it's a good idea. Oh, Capares, he's looking dangerous in mid. Gets only down to 13, but has to retreat if he wants to keep his life. And Billy Z's lurking in this underpass area. Well, Oscu spots out a terrorist there. He's not taking the bait just yet. He is going to take that one. I think the tag does land just about. He is going to eliminate him with a wallbang headshot anyway. Capares eliminating Dedge with the headshot there. And this round looks all but over for TC. Well, I think Capares spotted the connector player there, but it's his own guy. So ignore what I'm saying to you. Oh, Billy Z, you're going to need some incredible play for you, for your team to stay in this round. Well, he knows there's something connected. They're going to double peek it. Billy Z is good for one. He's looking for some more, though. He's going to get shot in the back as he's Molotov'd off, though. Capares eliminating one. Emil's getting him as well. Match point to GGuys. And the money for TC is completely in the toilet. We said on Overpass that GGuys were looking so good on Mirage yesterday. And they're looking incredible again today, it has to be said. Well, TC, they've gone for the force buy. They've scraped the bottom of the barrel. Sony's got a Galil and no armor. 2 AKs and head armor on the rest of their side as they angle the bomb towards the A Catacombs. Well, this early aggression from not Capares, Vladimus is going to give GGuys everything that they need to know about exactly where this site attack is going to come in. The rotations can start coming through. The flank in the form of Capares is already on the way, and this aggression looking a little bit nasty here. Emil was just holding tight in the smoke. He's walked into someone. Surely he sees him. He didn't. He didn't see him. Oh, he's come through the back. He's got one, but that's all he's going to get from that angle. He's looking for some more. Jansman's good for it. He's good for 2. And another one burns, and all of a sudden it's left on Dedge. Well, he's looking for it, but the grenade's going to finish him off. GG to GGuys, ladies and gentlemen. 16-4 for them as they advance to the grand final of EAL Season 2.